I'm going to call to order this work session meeting for June 2nd, 2021. And we're going to start with item 2, Ms. Whitmer in Parks.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, good morning. There you are.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There's been Monroe County staff has been working on a committee with Owen County representatives and Ellettsville representatives about a concept of a trail from Karst Farm Greenway to Campbell's Park, to the RBB school campus, to Flatwoods Park, across the line to Owen County, to the McCormick's Creek Elementary, to McCormick's Creek State Park, new entrance to Spencer. We do have a grant opportunity. It's from the IU Foundation, Health Foundation. It's a $2 million grant is the max, and they will invite select groups to apply. We have not been invited to apply, but we have been working with IU Foundation staff on our proposal for them. And now I'm at a point where we probably need to get the commissioner's input to see if you want Monroe County staff to continue this project and to apply for the grant and to work with Ellettsville and Owen County on this project. Now, this grant is not like any other grant I've been working with before, so they keep telling us things, the foundation board members, as in, it's great to have partners. We want you to collaborate. That's what we want to do. If partners can come with something, either labor, supplies, some cash, that'll just make them want to maybe give this $2 million grant to our project. I'm not asking you for an amount of money, but they may want something. And I don't know what the something is. It's not going to be outrageous or anything like that. But I didn't know if the commissioners have an opinion, if they want staff to continue down this path, or what are your feelings, or what are your feelings?
Right, thank you, Ms. Whitmer. Commissioner Giffens.
Well, I listened in on a few of these discussions, and I think the extended trail path, whatever we want to call it at this point, it's great. It'll link communities in a new way. It'll encourage people to exercise, to use other modes of transportation. And, you know, when I hear about the other groups involved, like the Owen County Foundation and others, I think it's a good thing to be doing all around. And we already have a lot that we've already put into this in terms of the Karst Farm Greenway, other things extending things out to Ellettsville. So we've already invested a good bit in this. I also think it's one of the legacies we leave for the next generation.
I am excited about this project. So please, for me, it's a definitely yes. Please keep going and let's see what we can do. And I really like that it's across, that it not only ties across county lines, because that's just an artificial barrier, but I also appreciate that it incorporates 2 schools. I think that's really a great bonus as well. So excellent.
And I just want to make sure you know what you probably read, that the Owen County Community Foundation will be the grant applicant and the fiscal agent, and we'll have an MOU with them. So right. I will continue to keep you updated. The grant's due July. I may come back to see what match Monroe County can put in. So look for me in the future. And great. Is that it?
That's it. Thank you. It sounds like we're on board. Thank you so much. Thank you and your staff and the board for all your hard work. Excellent. All right. We'll go back to item 1. This is for highway regarding an ordinance violation lawsuit. And it looks like Mr. Baker from the legal department is going to handle this item. Good morning. Or maybe not.
There we go. Sorry about that.
There you go.
Good morning, commissioners. I've had a couple of technical issues apparently this morning. My apologies. So the Highway Department is seeking your permission to initiate an ordinance enforcement action against the owner of property located at 4270 North Old State Road 37. The County Code Section 755 prohibits a residential property from having more than one driveway entrance. The owners of this property have installed a second driveway on the property without a permit or a variance from the requirements of Section 755. Attached to our request on your agenda is a letter that our project engineer, Ben Ayers, prepared for you all. It details Ben's efforts and communications with the property owner to bring the property into compliance. And to date, unfortunately, his efforts have been unsuccessful, and there appears to be no movement toward compliance with the ordinance. So at this juncture, the Highway Department wishes to proceed with an action in the court to force the property owners to comply with the ordinance. If you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them.
Great. I have just a quick question. In the second paragraph, there's a couple of discussions about dates, and
Right.
they're either the wrong year or the wrong month. August 12th, 2021. I'm guessing that's April, but it might not be. I'm not sure, or it might be 2020.
Yeah, I think that the month may be correct, August 12th, but I'm guessing that the year is 2020. It has to be 2020. Yes.
Yeah, because it says complaint, working on complaints is August. Yeah, okay. So I would just say that, just for the record, that is a 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes lots of sense. And Commissioner Giffens, did you have any questions?
I was going to say the same thing, that we need to get that right for the record. But it also speaks to the fact that Mr. Ayers has been working on this for what, 9 months now?
It's been a long haul with this property, and he's gone a mile with them, and Ben does that with all of the properties that we've got an issue with, to his credit and our benefit. And I think we're kind of at an end with this one, unfortunately.
I have a question for either you or Mr. Cockrell. Do we have to actually make a motion to move forward with this, or can we just give our voice support individually?
Jeff, I'm going to yield to you on that one.
I would prefer a motion.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and make a motion that gives the Highway Department permission to file an ordinance violation lawsuit for the property at 4270 North Old State Road 37.
Second.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on that motion?
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Giffens.
Yes.
Motion is approved 2-0.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Ms. Purdy has an item for us, the continuity of operations plan for Monroe County government amendments. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, so this is to kind of bring us up into speed as to what we're actually doing in our current level. And so what we have done is we've noted that this is our least restrictive level under the COVID pandemic, and our buildings are open. We are not requiring the department heads and staff to continue to use the symptom tracker. We recommend, obviously, that people continue to clean their personal space, and they encourage staff to wash hands and not touch their faces. We've made the notation that it continues as normal expectations for reporting to work, but we added that remote work is permitted at supervisor's discretion. And we continued with, obviously, employees are not to report to work if they are ill or suffering COVID-related symptoms. And we also added that face coverings are required if you have not been fully vaccinated. And gave the definition of fully vaccinated means at least 2 weeks have elapsed since receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is a one-shot vaccine, or receiving the second Moderna or Pfizer vaccine. And then we included a link to the CDC site for further reference to personnel. Our personnel policy goes into place when the emergency order is rescinded. And at this point in time, the governor has continued that emergency order until the end of June. And we've retained the timekeeping. You record your hours worked, either in the office or from home. And benefit time must be used to cover any hours that are necessary in order to fulfill a pay period time requirements that were not worked. So that's basically it. Just an update to our current continuity of operations plan. And I ask that you guys approve this, and we'll get it out to our staff.
Sounds great. Comments, questions, Commissioner Giffens?
Well, thanks for staying on top of this.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you bringing this forward. It makes a lot of sense. And I will note that indeed last night at the Plan Commission meeting, we heard the same policy change for meetings to take effect starting whenever the governor's order lapses, which we assume will be July 1st. And I just think it's worth noting for the public again that while we're open for business, if you can conduct business electronically or via the phone, that is going to be much better. We are still under a pandemic. This is still a pandemic. And the more that we can do to limit contact among individuals, especially inside buildings, the better. So if you don't need to come in, we ask that you please call or email, contact the department if you have questions. Although you are welcome to come in, that it's still better to not do so. It is still a pandemic. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and make a motion that we amend our continuity of operation plan.
Second.
And we have a second. What are we, does this have a level? Is this a new
This is
level?
4.
This is 4. So we've
Level
adopted.
4.
So this is level 4. Okay, thank you. Let's see if there's any comments or questions from the public. This is basically what we've been operating under. So it just kind of reifies what we've actually been doing. I do not see any. So Mr. Cockle, will you please call the roll on amending the continuity of operations plan for Monroe County government?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Githens,
Yes.
motion is approved 2-0.
Thank you so much. What
Thank
will we
you.
do without a public health emergency? I would like to find out. All right, so anyone else, department head, have any other item they would like to bring forward today? Well, seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Our next meeting is June 9th, 2021, 10 a.m. on Zoom. Thanks, everyone, and be well. Get vaccinated.